The Euthyphro Dilemma is a famous problem in moral philosophy. It asks, is something good because God commands it, or does God command it because it is good? This dilemma comes from a dialogue by Plato where Socrates speaks with Euthyphro. They discuss the nature of piety and goodness. Socrates poses the dilemma to Euthyphro, and it has puzzled thinkers ever since. The dilemma holds significant implications for religious and secular ethics. Understanding the Euthyphro dilemma helps us explore the foundations of moral principles. It prompts us to consider whether morality is inherently tied to divine authority or exists independently. The Euthyphro dilemma remains relevant today, challenging us to consider the sources of our moral beliefs. Let us now delve into the historical context and origin of this enduring dilemma. If you find this topic intriguing, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more philosophical explorations.
In this dialogue, Socrates, the classical Greek philosopher, engages Euthyphro in a conversation.
Euthyphro is about to prosecute his father for murder, believing it is the right thing to do.
The Euthyphro dilemma originates from one of Plato's dialogues named Euthyphro. This dialogue takes place before Socrates' trial, where he faces charges of impiety. Plato wrote the dialogue around 399 BCE, exploring piety, justice, and moral reasoning. Socrates challenges Euthyphro to define piety, leading to the famous question. Plato uses the dialogue to illustrate the complexities of defining morality. He shows how difficult it is to base moral principles solely on religious grounds. Socrates' questioning of these beliefs was controversial and radical for his time. Now let us compare the two sides of the dilemma in detail. The Euthyphro dilemma presents two main views on the nature of morality. The first view is that something is good because God commands it. God's commands define what is right and wrong. The second view argues that God commands something because it is good. Morality exists independently of God's will. The first view, divine command theory, provides clear moral guidance. However, it faces challenges about God's commands. The second view allows for universal ethics, encouraging moral reasoning. Section 4. Implications of morality independent of God.
If morality is independent of God, it suggests that moral values are universal and accessible through reason, experience, and human nature. This view allows for ethical principles that apply to all people, regardless of religious belief. It promotes the idea that humans can discover moral truths through dialogue and reflection. One implication is the potential for ethical progress, where societies can improve their ethics over time. This perspective supports the idea of moral development and encourages open debate. Another implication involves the autonomy of moral agents, where individuals are responsible for their moral choices. This view encourages personal responsibility and accountability. However, this perspective also faces challenges, such as grounding moral values without divine authority. Despite these challenges, the view of morality as independent of God offers a compelling framework for understanding ethics.
Section 5. Implications of morality dependent on God's command.
If morality depends on God's command, it provides a clear and authoritative moral framework. This view is rooted in the belief that God is the ultimate source of goodness. Believers find comfort and guidance in the idea that their morals are divinely ordained. This perspective can create a strong sense of community and shared values among followers.
One implication is the moral certainty it offers. Providing definitive answers to ethical questions, it establishes a sense of duty and obligation to follow God's will.
However, there are challenges, such as the potential for moral arbitrariness and conflicting moral guidelines from different religions. This raises concerns about the nature of divine commands and their moral justification. Despite these challenges, the view of morality dependent on God's command remains influential.
Section 6. Reflection on the dilemma's significance.
The Euthyphro Dilemma is significant in moral philosophy. It challenges us to think about the foundations of morality. Whether we believe in a divine source of ethics or an independent moral order, the dilemma prompts critical reflection.
One key takeaway is the importance of dialogue, reminding us that ethical questions are complex. Engaging in discussions about morality can lead to greater understanding.
Another reflection is the value of philosophical inquiry, showing how questioning can deepen our grasp of ethics.
In conclusion, the Euthyphro Dilemma remains a powerful tool for exploring moral philosophy, encouraging us to consider the sources of our moral beliefs. Whether we find answers or continue to question, the dilemma enriches our understanding of ethics.